Welcome to another episode of I'll Start on Monday, and I'm glad you're here because I want to talk about making mistakes. As a father, you encourage your children to want to develop a good self-esteem, self-confidence. You want them to succeed. So in my case, I have 3 sons who I wish to be successful young men one day. And my job is to encourage them to try things and become better than they were yesterday. Oftentimes, I have to encourage them and give them metaphors for how they can get better when they doubt themselves. Take, for example, my youngest son. Not too long ago, my youngest son decided he wanted to play basketball. But then, he realized, hey, I'm not really that good. I don't know how to play. I'm never going to be good enough. And I said, son, you don't play the game. You never practice the game. And you're not going to be good as soon as you start. Then I revert back to things that they can relate to show them that they can grow and become better. So I say, son, think about and insert the newest game that they've bought. How good were you at that game when you first bought it? And they tell me, not that good. And I said, correct. You weren't that good. But then what? I said, you kept playing the game. You kept losing or dying or whatever it is that you weren't good at. And you put in a number of hours practicing getting better. Now how are you at that game? I'm really good, Dad. Of course you are. Because you practiced, you failed, you learned what works and what didn't work. And then, now you are a good gamer at that game. So then I say, now in basketball, how many hours have you practiced? And you tell me 0. Well then, how do you expect to be good at basketball if you haven't put in the same kind of hours that you put into the video game to get better? If you apply the same practicing techniques that you do for basketball as you do in video games, then just imagine how good you'll be if you apply yourself. You see, there's 2 different kinds of mindsets you can have. You can have the fixed mindset or the growth mindset. A fixed mindset, those are the people who think they are just born with what they have, and that's it. They cannot get better. Then there are those with the growth mindset. And those are the ones who say, if I keep applying myself, then I will gradually get better. Will I ever be Michael Jordan in this case? Probably not. But will I be better than I used to be on day 1? Of course you will. Today you might not be able to dribble, but tomorrow you're going to be doing crossovers. And that is the fixed versus growth mindset. And in the growth mindset, those are the ones who are comfortable in making mistakes. They understand that mistakes lead to growth and becoming better. And that is the type of mindset that we need to have. You see, for adults, it's easy for us to tell kids, you can become better because we've been there, done that. So a lot of things that we tell them, we're like, that's easy. You could do it. But to them, it seems like from the beginning to the end, it's impossible. And as adults, we take our own goals and we fear giving them a try because we're afraid of failing, because we're never going to get to that end point. But like last week's video on Just Start, you start with the process that you know, and you build upon that. You fail, you learn from it, and you keep growing. It's little steps that you take until you can get better. Can you be the next Michael Jordan? Sure you can. But those are the people who dedicate themselves to growing in one specific area. So if you do want to grow in one specific area, then you're going to have to focus on that. But if you're trying to grow in learning a new language and playing piano and becoming the next writer, and you apply your time across those three things, then you're going to become okay at each of those three things. And that's okay. If that's what you want, then that's okay. But you have to accept making mistakes. Instead of thinking it as failure, making a mistake, taking that mistake and knowing what doesn't work and using that to grow. Because now you do know the next step from failing to continue on and gradually rise to becoming better. So that is my message for I'll Start on Monday. I hope that you do try something that scares you, that you might fail at, and you become a little bit better this week. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd love to hear your comments on what you thought. Tell me what you're going to start. Tell me what you've been working on and you're just a little bit afraid. I'd love to hear your success stories. So until next week, I'll see you later. Alright, goodbye.